So as you guys just saw, not fake news, the MR2 is gone, and also the RSX is gone. But as you also saw, it's been replaced with an RSX Type S, which I will show you guys in a couple minutes. That is going to be my new project. Currently, I'm sitting in my new daily. It's really nothing crazy. It's honestly a regular car. There's something I want to do to it, but I'm honestly not going to speak on it until I do what I want to do with the RSX. I'm not even going to mention what I would want to do with my daily. You guys probably wouldn't expect it, but it's a plan. But we're just going to leave this regular, keep it looking clean, do little few things to make it look good, but leave it as a regular daily. And yeah, what led me to making that decision of getting rid of both, regardless of what I've done to the RSX and all that. Honestly, it's just life has been happening. As you guys saw, my last upload was a month ago. I put the Brembos on the RSX. That was my last upload, and from that time and on, life has just been not lifing, and some decisions had to be made, and you know, I just felt it was the best decision for me. So, you know, I had to do what I had to do, but things did get replaced, and you know, the plans go on without explaining as like, you know, a lot of details, but the plans continue. The plans are pretty much back to what the original plans were going to be if I were to project the RSX I had before. So yeah, honestly, yeah, I don't want to dip too much into what was going on. I'll keep that to myself, but you know, I'm here, I'm back, everything's good. Got a good daily, a good running daily. Got a running car, and as you guys saw, I removed the engine, trans, and a couple other things in the MR2 which I didn't show. But you know, I managed to trade the MR2 shell as is for a running Type S. A running Type S. And now there's a little bit of extra sauce on that Type S that I'll show you guys. But ooh, sorry, a little sorry. But yeah, it's hot as hell. Let me just get out of here and I'll show you guys the daily. All right, here's the new daily, man. You guys probably did not expect this, especially if you've if you followed my YouTube from when I started, having the Mazda 3 dailying that, the Jetta dailying that, and then the RSX, I was dailying that for almost 2.5, almost 3 years. And with all that stuff I did to it, this is probably the last thing you guys expected from me. But I'm getting older, man. Like, having two coupes, it is a little bit of a hassle. If I had my own house, more space, all of that, different story. I'd have as much toys as I want and all that. But because I'm just confined to a certain amount of space, I can only have a certain amount of cars. You know, it only makes sense to have one that's spacious and convenient and comfy, and then one that I can actually drive, that I'm going to show you guys. You know, just for fun. Having two coupes, it's not practical. It's unrealistic right now for me personally. Other people might think otherwise, but anyways, too much yapping. Here's the daily, man. A Honda Pilot, 2010 V6 all-wheel drive. So me being in Canada, this is the best thing, or one of the best things I can have. You know, it's all-wheel drive, 8-seater. There's really not much to talk about it, honestly. The interior needs to change up, so I have some things in my Amazon cart, you know, that could get this all looking clean. But for the most part, honestly, it's pretty good. I wish I got the one with the leather seats and the sunroof and all that, and like even the DVD screen in the back. But again, I don't really care too much. Continue to show you guys. It's really nothing. You guys see the pajama pants and the Air Force Ones. Sus. Yeah, it's really nothing too crazy. Like, some body panels need to be swapped out. The tailgate, I'll definitely get to. This is a common problem on Honda Pilots, where the tailgate will start rotting out, and also the rear subframe. Honestly, can I get under the car right now? Even underneath is not so bad for a 15-year-old car. The rear subframe on the first and second generation pilots. Common problem, they tend to rot out, but this one is actually still intact, so that's good enough for me. Some damage here, but not too worried. You know, surface rust, I could clean that up. Bondo, paint, all of that, you know, not too worried. Minor scratches, you know, nothing really too crazy right now. But as I said, once that is done, and if this is still running good and the body's still holding up, then I'll continue with something else that I'd want to do to this that not many see. There's one person that did it on a first generation pilot on YouTube. The only person that I saw, but I haven't seen anyone else do it, and I'd love to try it on the second generation, but yeah, I won't dip too much into that. Let me start it up. Sorry, I like jazz. But yeah, pretty high mileage, not gonna lie. This is 313,000 kilometers, not miles, for all my American viewers. 313,000 kilometers, but no lights on the dash. I plugged the scanner in, no codes. The engine's running smooth and all that. Just some suspension components need to be switched out, but yeah, man, this is the daily driver. You will see some videos here and there of me just swapping out some things just to make it look a lot cleaner, you know, I'd want to have a good looking pilot. You know, people still look at this car and be like, yo, that's Dubs, you know, not just a regular pilot. I'd still like for it to be somewhat noticed, you know, but I also want to be kind of discreet. But that's enough yapping about this. There's really nothing impressive about it as of right now. But let's get on to why people really came here, man. Let's get to it. Alright, now look at this beauty. The bumper's not there, don't worry about that. Look at this beauty. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. So 03 RSX Type S. The headlights I swapped onto I swapped from my old RSX to this one because it's a lot cleaner. I like it. Black housing, clear reflectors and turn signal housing and all that. But anyways, besides that, look at the body. If you guys go back to when I revealed my RSX, when I first revealed that, the body was definitely in worse condition. The whole thing was primered. Like, getting this fully painted is so, it's so, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know the word right now, but it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good that I'm getting the car fully painted, one color. Not that I haven't had it, but the RSX, I don't want to go through that again where the whole car is primered. Look at this. This is literally what my RSX should have looked like, because the base one I had was silver underneath the primer. And like look at this. The body's so much better. Mugen side skirts, typical rust at the quarters. The rear end squats a little bit lower than the front because the front has OEM suspension and the rear actually has K-tune coilovers. Who did that? I don't know. I don't know why. But let's continue to the back. Mugen rear lip. The tail lights I also swapped out with my LED bulbs, but I mainly swapped it because I already had the red out turn signals, and I didn't want to have to buy it again. I don't even know if it's available right now, but yeah, look at that. Red tails at the back. And see, I'm not bullshitting. Type S, man. Type S. Also underneath here, we got an HKS muffler. I don't know what the piping is for the exhaust. It might be stock, it might be 2.5. I don't know for sure, but look at the body, man. This is honestly the main thing. Look at the body. The body's so much cleaner. I would show you guys underneath, but I'll do that once I get it on a hoist. Interior wise, nothing really to show you guys. It looks exactly like how my RSX did. What else? The airbag I also swapped out. This one had the Acura one. The base I had the EP3 airbag, and I like the Honda look better. But yeah, interior's clean, no rips in the seats. All my RSX guys knows that's a typical problem. My DC5 mats I swapped out. This one I have to get cleaned. But yeah, man. Oh, this is what I like to see. I hate it. Look at that 260 top speed and that 9K red line. Oh, this is what I like to see, man. But yeah, really nothing crazy. Will it start though? I do need a new battery, and it's been having trouble starting on its own. I could just simply boost it and it'll start, but let's see if it'll start right now. Nope. All right, I'm gonna get it set up to boost, but All right, I'm gonna get it set up to boost so that you guys can see that it's running. Actually, before I get it to boost, let me just show you guys the engine bay. And literally stock pretty much besides the air filter. Yeah, stock Type S motor. Oh, that's what I was saying is a little extra sauce on this Type S specifically. You guys see the body style. This is the 02 to 04. And the 02 to 04 Type S has come with the K20A2, pushing pretty much 200 horsepower, right? This originally, okay, before I even got this car, it had no motor. The previous owner, I think the motor blew, and the guy who had it was willing to swap the motor and sell it. But it's a personal guy. I know he parts out a lot of cars. He has a lot of RSXs and MR2s and Hondas in general, Hondas and Toyotas in general. So he wanted my MR2, and because of my situation, I'm like, honestly, this would be a good trade. He has a shop in engines that he could put in an MR2, so, you know, whatever, fair trade. I get the R6 Type S, he get the MR2 and do what he wants with it, cool. But the motor that he put in this, it's not the K20A2, despite the body style. It is the K20Z1. If I could find the engine code and zoom in, I would show you guys. Okay, I was trying to do it behind the scenes. You guys are not going to be able to see it. But anyways, this is the K20Z1 in the older body style. Now with the K20Z1, it's pushing an extra 10 horsepower than the K20A2s. These motors are the closest ones to the Type R motors, the K20As that come in the DC5s and the FD2s and all that. The K20Z1 is the closest one. The biggest upgrade, I believe, with these is the cams specifically. They have the Type R cams. I've gone for a couple drives. This thing feels, it feels beautiful. That VTEC crossover, now experiencing proper VTEC, not the bullshit eco VTEC that they have in the base models that engages at 22 to 100 RPM. It doesn't even have 3 lobe cams. Like, you know, like the K20A3, I won't say it's trash, because, you know, there are some things that people are able to grab on it. Whoa. Pause. Grab off of it and put on other cars like the Type S oil pump that actually comes in the RSX K20A3s and the 50-degree cam gear. The K20A3 has its perks, but this is a real Honda VTEC motor. You know, it feels great. You know, a lot of people have already experienced this, but my first time experiencing true VTEC, like it was a fun drive. I can't wait to actually get it running and drive it, not get it running, but actually drive it again for real. I'm not going to be registering it this year because I still have that motor over there. And as I was saying earlier, the plans are pretty much the same as it would have been for my base RSX as it is for this motor, which has the K24 block and the SI head with Type R cams and the VTEC lock. I still do want to put in this. So this whole motor is going to be coming out. I'm going to be leaving the 6-speed trans for now because, like I mentioned before, a long time ago, I believe, I'd still love to all-wheel drive it, but that's not gonna happen for a while. You know, I'd love to do that on the side while I have this thing running and boosted like I originally planned. This motor, I know some people might inquire about it, but I already have something lined up from my friend's dad. He wants to take this motor, and I think he's going to do a 2.420 setup in his manual CRV. So I'm sorry for anyone that probably thought about buying this motor off of me. It's pretty much already sold. But yeah, honestly, I really have nothing more to say about this car. You guys saw that out of RSX already. There's not too many big differences, excluding the motor and then some drivetrain and suspension components. But yeah, let me just get this thing running now so you guys could hear it, see how it's running. And yeah, that'll be that. Rattling you guys are hearing up front right now, that's just an exhaust leak. I believe the donut gasket is missing between the headers and the cat, but beyond that, man, like, it's a running Type S with the K20Z1 that I managed to trade for my MR2. Like, come on, you guys think that's a bad trade? You guys let me know. Trust me, would I have loved to build that MR2? Yes, but just right now, it really wouldn't have made sense for me to dip all that money into into a project like that, although I did really want to. It's just, you know, life is happening, but that's all y'all gotta know. Man, you guys still stay tuned for this project. It's pretty much like, you know, a lot of people miss my RSX, but look, I got another RSX, but it's a Type S. So this project, you guys know it's gonna be crazier. Yeah, man. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I can't wait. But I'm gonna cap off the video right there. You guys know the vibes. Like, comment, subscribe, share, follow me on IG, __. To stay tuned with this build. You know, plans continue just like before. Ain't nothing changed, man. That motor is getting swapped into here, and it's gonna get boosted, and we're gonna have fun. And then I got something for this, but we're gonna keep this regular. But I'm gonna make it look a little nicer, you know. But yeah, you guys stay tuned, man. Honestly, you know what? Before this video ends, I'm gonna give you guys a little pull down the street. Let me just keep it a little local. I'm gonna give you guys a little pull down the street, but you guys know the vibes, man, already. All right, stay tuned. I'm out. VTec crossover, man. Oh.